yet, Gage?
Yeah, boss.
Finally. Go shut off that damn alarm.
All right, I'm on it.
Now where? There's my next victim now. Don't look like much. Here's a quick rundown how this works. You go stock up, make yourself presentable. Then we're gonna give these folks a show. A show where I decorate these walls here with your lovely brains. Thanks to this suit, I'm the only one that wins this fight. Period. Think you're hot shit getting this far? Think again. All right, Gage. Let her through. Something tells me I'm really gonna enjoy this.
It's almost time. After a run like that, this ought to be the best slaughter yet. Remember,
all right, listen the hell up. I want to make it out of this alive. I've only got a minute. Find the intercom on the wall. I'll make it quick. Hey, I know you're still in there. You got a death wish or something?
Somewhat not.
I'm wasted here. We gonna do this or not?
Who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. So listen up.
All right, I'm listening.
My kind of gal. Look, you made it this far. You obviously got skill. But this fight coming up is rigged. You get me? Over Boss Coder. His power armor's set up to draw energy from the electric grid in the arena. Damn thing's invincible. You name it, someone's tried it. Minigun, grenades, not a scratch. You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't expect anything less from a raider.
You know us well, then. You want to win? I stashed a weapon in the lockers. Get it?
I already grabbed that. I'm armed and ready to go.
Gotta admit, I didn't think you'd be so excited to find out a squirt gun is the key to saving your life. Yeah, I know what it looks like. You're just going to have to trust me.
This isn't going to work. This gun is a toy.
Trust me, it will. I'm not that big of a dick. Once the water hits Cold's electrically charged power armor, the circuits are gonna short out. It'll kill his defenses, but you only have so much time to do some damage before they recharge. You take him out, I promise you, it'll be worth every minute spent with this gauntlet.
Consider it done.
That's what I like to hear. All right, it's time. I'll open the door. See you on the other side. Power to the arena's down by 30%. You do that? Not bad.
Disciples! Are you ready for blood? At the back! Are you ready for things to get wild? Operators! Are you ready to see me notch another kill? And you!
continues.
Sure, Gage?
You better know what the hell you're doing.
Hey, we talked about this. She survived the gauntlet. She was smart enough to take my advice, strong enough to kill Coulter. She's what we need. How about we show some respect for our new leader, right?
She'll get respect when she earns respect.
Amen.
All right. Now get the hell out of here. I'll show the boss around.
Excuse me.
What did I tell you? Work like a charm.
Thanks to you. Not a bad plan.
And what do you know? It worked. I get that you have no idea what's going on and everything is coming at you real fast. But you need to listen. Taking out Coulter wasn't just a last-minute decision. It was something a few of us here have been working on for a while. Now that he's actually gone, we got ourselves a vacancy in the overboss department. Guess what? You just got the job. All I'm asking is that you trust me on this and give it a shot. I swear, it'll be worth it.
Let's just say you've got my attention.
Good. Listen up, because I've got a lot to say. There are 3 raider gangs that run the show in Nuka World. The Disciples, the Operators, and the Pack. And yeah, if the name didn't give it away, these ain't your typical raiders. These morons don't exactly play nice with each other. Thanks to Coulter, this place is a powder keg just waiting to blow sky high. One wrong move, and we're going to have a bloodbath on our hands. I think you have what it takes to turn things around and keep these gangs from tearing each other apart.
Sounds like fun. Count me in.
That's the spirit. Now, I'm sure you got a lot of questions. This ain't the place. Meet me at the Overbosses. Your new quarters. The restaurant on top of good old Fizz Top Mountain. We can talk there. Just let me get that door for you. There.
So, as you can guess, that I'm not gonna choose the Raiders. I don't need to.
Repeat myself? Are you sleeping or were you not?
Yes, I was sleeping, okay? It's what people do when they're exhausted. Ever since you guys took over, you've been working us around the clock. What do you expect us to do?
We expect you to show a little appreciation. We make sure you've got enough to eat and drink. We provide security. Without us, you'd be food for the bloodworms. You can either do your job and earn your keep, or we can throw your ass outside the park. Or maybe you think you're better off out there, alone and up. I'll get back to work. That's better. Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. Oh, well, against tripping them into hurting each other, though.
I like that idea.
Mason tarred and feathered the last alphas. Ain't been seen since. And it ain't smart to go asking about it.
Caught one of the traders stealing food.
Yeah? What did you do to him?
Turned him loose outside the gate.
You serious?
Yeah, then I got in a little extra target practice.
Dumbass traitors.
If you can take something, it's yours.
What do you think I've been doing to you?
Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
It's okay. I get it.
Thank God. If it's any consolation, I'm glad you made it. I lost my real family, and Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or I'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gauntlet, takes out the boss, and now we're all supposed to follow her? How does that work? She ain't even a raider.
All I know is Gage was in the mountain the other day and he had a real long talk with Nisha.
Gage? How the hell with that guy? What's he ever done?
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there, like everyone else.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hundreds of miles to go shopping.
I don't suppose you came here for a bullet in the brain either. So if you want to live, I suggest you stay where you belong.
Oh, you guys are real friendly, aren't you? Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess it is pretty impressive.
It sure is. You can just imagine the children smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Oh, yeah. The Nuka-Cola Museum. Everyone's heard of that.
Really? That's great! I'm so glad word is catching on. Maybe I'll get more visitors soon. You just made my day. Here, let me return the favor. It's not really cold anymore, but I'm sure it still tastes great. Well, I'd stay and chat some more.
I could help you out if you want.
Oh, no thanks.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well, I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the...
Brad Burton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly! Wow, not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now that you...
Sure, why not? More about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
Sure, we carry guns, but knives and where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
I know. I mean, I killed someone personal. But be careful, you'll be a Connor. Fuck Gage. I'm going there. Hey, sex.
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
I don't blame you. Bitch.
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
I don't care to talk much. Gets me into trouble. Seems like every time I fix one thing, another thing breaks.
That last one died too fast. Losing my touch.
Well, you might want to get your touch back. Missile launcher. Missile launcher. Wait, what? Okay. You tell me. Well, I guess those fusion cores aren't. But Misa. Okay. You know what?
Must we play hide and seek now?
Nice. Got it.
Alright. So and this is the Cappy. So yes, we're gonna have to wear these ridiculous glasses. And it's S.
That's one.
So this hidden Cappy is close to the ground. Look in the place where tombstones are found. Let's put the one for Kitty Kimo. Cappy likes hiding up. You know what? Nah, we're gonna do it in a better way. Where is my failure this time? Alright, no. Should be in there. In here. There it is. So see, hold on, let's say that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, there's 10. So
Get 50% off all Domino's online pizza orders at menu price this week only, which includes right now.
Something definitely weird is going on right now in GTA 5 and in...
people are just like blow my fucking phone up. So I'm going to I'm look, I'll chat later.
if you guys logged on yesterday, you might have noticed that you were actually signed out before you were able to sign in, which is kind of odd because a lot of people, including myself, have auto sign on so that I don't have to log in every time. I don't have to deal with putting in my password or anything like that. Well, it looks like yesterday Rockstar actually updated their terms of service, or sort of their privacy policy. And to me, I think this means something bad is coming to Grand Theft Auto Online before the nightclub update. And you guys seem to be thinking the same thing as well. I got this question on Twitter earlier today. Do you think there will be a money wipe / ban wave this week? And that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. So I actually recorded this happening to me. Now, I was on PC when this happened. I'm not sure if this happened on console or anything like that. You guys can see here that I was signed out, like before I was able to sign in, which is odd. I usually have auto sign on. Now, sort of a secondary problem to this is on PC, at least, Rockstar has like this really funky CAPTCHA that you have to do, where you have to like click signs or roads or cars. It's like the most frustrating puzzle of all time. Now, luckily, I was able to get by that, but it makes you read Rockstar's new privacy policy. And the reason that I'm suspecting Rockstar is doing that is so that they can be more justified to throw out bans and money wipes in Grand Theft Auto Online. And I'm not the only one who thinks this, and it looks like Rockstar has put that specifically in their new privacy policy. This is one of the paragraphs. Again, I didn't read all of it because a lot of it was like a ton of legal mumbo jumbo. But one of the parts was repeat infringer policy. In accordance with the DMCA and other applicable law, the company has adopted a policy of terminating in appropriate circumstances and at the
What do you pair with the decadent triple melt burrito loaded with seasoned beef and 3 melty cheese?
So there's this list of
Ladies
vehicles
and gentlemen, I'm
that's
going
being
to
spread
message my
around
friend.
on various classic cars. Again, I think the Pfister brand has been a little bit overdone recently. I'd like to see them take a break and maybe focus on some of the other lesser used or lesser known brands in the GTA series. The number 7 spot today, that is the Ocelot Swinger. So the Ocelot Swinger, like the Patriot Stretch, has been confirmed by Rockstar on their newswire, and we know that that is going to be the Jaguar E-Type. So I'm very excited about this one. It's getting its own exclusive livery for Queen and Country. This is going to be an awesome vehicle. I should have mentioned earlier the Patriot Stretch. It has its own custom liveries too. So those two vehicles, since they've been confirmed, we know they've got their own custom liveries that are going to be added as well. After that, it's the BF Club, aka the Volkswagen Golf MK1. So we've actually talked about this very briefly. I think I was slightly incorrect. I think when I said this was a leaked vehicle earlier, I think it was just people talking about how it would be almost a perfect fit for GTA 5. But this is one of those brands I was talking about that would be a nice addition to the game. We haven't gotten a BF vehicle in a while.
BF as
the ones
in
we have just been
Volkswagen.
weaponized versions of like the Dune Buggy that were added in gun running. So we haven't had a new one in a long time. I think the BF Club would be a really cool addition to the game. Certainly a vehicle that I know I would enjoy driving around. After that, we've got the Terabyte at the number 9 spot. Now, they are saying that that's going to be the Shotaro Kaneda's bike, which certainly would be cool. I don't know if the Terabyte's going to be an electric supercar, a sports car, if it's going to be a hyper bike like that. Regardless, it sounds like it's going to be one of the fastest vehicles in the game. Certainly going to be very modern and electric. So that's going to be pretty cool. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the Terabyte and obviously trying to figure out what that vehicle is going to be like. After that, it is the De Classe Vigero Custom, aka a 1969 Chevy Camaro SS. So like the Gauntlet Custom, I feel like this is one of the handful of muscle cars that would be an...
It's a muscle car, and it's a classic, and I'm in love.
Awesome remake, and obviously this one being a late 60s Camaro.
What? I like muscles, I like classics, and I like exotic. And tuners. Okay?
Be an amazing addition to the game. So
I mean, think about it. You know how like the old school, like as in 1950s? If you find one that is in good condition, guess how much you can sell it for? A couple $100,000 for a car that came out in the 1950s. In the 1950s.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
The Vigero and the Gauntlet
And it's rare.
are not on the list, though, of vehicles FunMW2 has found that Rockstar are going to be doing something with, whether they just add them to websites or add them to...
Lighten up your intense game night with Ritz Crispin Thins.
Bennies to upgrade them, I'm not sure, but the Vigero and the Gauntlet are not on that list. After that, it's the Enough Stafford. This has been confirmed. We know that from the leak. This is going to be the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. That's going to be a really cool car. It has its own unique exclusive livery called O and Nuss. Following that, it's an Albany muscle car, aka the 1959 Cadillac Station Wagon. And the only, like, significant car I know...
Okay, now that... Alright, I am definitely ready for this update. If this is one of the cars that is in the list, the car that he just announced is the original Ghostbusters car. Not the little freaking hearse, the ambulance that was a 1950s model.
It's a late Cadillac station wagon, would be the Ghostbusters wagon. So that would actually be kind of cool, and we know this update is probably going to extend close to Halloween, so this might actually be a Halloween vehicle, if indeed that is the case. Number 13 spot today, the Truffade 4-door coupe, aka the Bugatti Gallibur. So this would certainly be unique. Typically when you think of
another
Bugatti vehicles, you're
possibly
thinking of, you know, supercars and hypercars. I'm not so sure you would typically think about this. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this. It's essentially just a 4-door Bugatti.
Yep, we're definitely getting another diesel.
A little awkward. It's kind of like Porsche
because I'm looking at the bottom of the list and it says Extra 3 MTL Pounder Custom, aka similar to the MLC.
Porsche's four-door car, the Panamera. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It just seems like a little awkward in
So
my
it's
opinion.
21, 22,
So could Rockstar add a
20,
four-door
there's 23
supercar to
vehicles.
the game? If they are, this might be the vehicle in which they do that with. After that, back-to-back at number 14 and 15, it's two Albany Sports Classic cars, the Hydra Schmidt Coupe and the Studebaker Starlight Coupe. So these two cars would be pretty cool. Again, Albany is one of those brands that doesn't get a ton of love in the GTA series, so it would be nice to see a vehicle or two.
You're full of
from
DS.
that brand. And obviously those two cars are
The
really
only
cool.
car that does not.
What I'm seeing so
There's
far is a
two
lot of
brands that don't get enough cars in
Rockstar's
GTA.
continue with
The
this
Chevelle
update, but it certainly is kind of getting that vibe out
and
of the cars
BF.
we've seen so far. Number 16,
The only two BF vehicles you have in GTA is the what is it? The 1960s camper, which is Volkswagen. The old school van that has like the surfer stuff on top. Okay, that's one. And you know that Doom buggy, the slow bug Doom buggy. So yeah, and then Chevelle, there's only the, what is it? That one car that recently came out, and which update was that? Why is it broken? Did you scratch the disc?
Rocky Sports Classic, aka the Ferrari 308 GTS. One of the most fantastic Ferraris ever. The 308 would be an amazing addition to Grand Theft Auto Online.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be sounding really weird because this car, oh my god.
Of course, very popular, and again, another sport.
It's basically, the model is like a 1980s Ferrari. Okay.
Sports Classic, it seems to be the underlying theme here, is lots of sports classic cars apparently on this list. After that, number 17, Pagasi Supercar, aka the Lamborghini Egoista. So again, we have lots of Lamborghini vehicles in the game, and the Egoista...
Holy shisha.
Again, another like hypercar concept. We know how much Rockstar loved these concepts, so it would not be shocking at all if this car was added. This is a pretty unique design.
Yeah.
It's like a one-seater where the person is in the center. It's one of the weirdest looking cars in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of the design, but it would certainly fill that void of like crazy hypercar desire that Rockstar seems.
Get 50% off all Domino's online pizza orders at menu price this week only, which includes right now.
Seems to want to add in like every update going forward now. So that would be another cool vehicle if they were to add that. The number 18 spot today, another Ocelot sports car, the Lionheart K. So again, a really cool vehicle right here. Rockstar seemed to be a fan of Jaguar cars, and the Lionheart K is sort of like a vehicle.
No, you gotta laugh, you gotta laugh at this. So this person replied, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming football, it's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home. Basically, he's saying that, oh, the update's coming out soon.
Everything's gone fully into production. But it's a unique looking car, that's for sure. Only problem with this is I think it looks similar to the Swinger, almost sort of like a modern version of it. So I'm not sure why Rockstar would have two cars that are so similar to each other. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. After that, it's another BF Sports Classic, aka the Volkswagen Coyote X. So this would actually be pretty cool to get multiple Volkswagen vehicles in this update. I'm not sure how many people would like this vehicle, but this is one of Volkswagen's like first crazy attempts at like a hypercar or a supercar. It kind of looks really wacky in my opinion. I don't know if it would work well for GTA Online or if it would just work, you know, absolutely terribly.
Excited.
But
excited.
At the end of the the day. It's a funky looking car, and we know how much Rockstar likes to add funky looking cars into the game. Finishing up our list at the number 20 spot, we've got the Vapid Speedo Custom, which we know has been confirmed, although this list is making it a super classic 1940s Chevy, which I don't think makes sense. And then 3 extras, a new chopper. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. The Aero Pastale 342, the Mayabatu Mule, and the MTL Pounder Custom.
Wow,
So again,
he's really stupid. He didn't say SA 342 Giselle. Or Gazelle.
Some of these have been confirmed, some of them have not been, and most likely this is just a wish list. Would it surprise me if some of those vehicles were added into this update? Absolutely not. And basically the brains behind Grand Theft Auto once said that he wished there was a Grand Theft Auto game that had all of the cities of the GTA era. Well, it looks like today we finally get to see what that might actually look like. This is going to be an amazing map expansion concept for, I guess, what would be GTA 6, and what I would say is Leslie Benzi's dream map. So this is actually created by my good friend Reality Design. I've featured a couple of his projects here on the channel over the last couple of years. He has made a map featuring all the GTA cities and more. And this would be incredible for Grand Theft Auto 6. So he says, I worked on the concept of a map for GTA 6 based off of Leslie Benzi's interview where he explained that Rockstar Games wished to combine all the cities of the GTA era. So the cities available on his map are Los Santos, North Yankton, San Fierro, Las Venturas, Liberty City, and Vice City. He has symbolic areas of the GTA San Andreas map like Bone Country and Red Country. He also has a bunch of different areas and myths that we'll see, like the Escobar International Airport, Zone 69, and so much more. And he also included Mexico, which is really cool. So it kind of blends Red Dead Redemption a little bit, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do right now is show you the entire map, and then we're going to break it down piece by piece, because obviously there is a lot here, and it would kind of be hard for me to sort of break this down without going into different
Those
sectors.
Los Santos.
So let's start in the top left, and at the very end I'll show you the entire thing again. The top left consists of San Fierro and Las Venturas, and doesn't this look beautiful? So starting with San Fierro, you can see how it's sort of broken up into different bays. You have a northern part, you have sort of an eastern part. You've got airports on multiple different locations. You have iconic locations like the San Fierro Penitentiary, which would essentially be Alcatraz. You have the Gant Bridge, which is the Golden Gate Bridge. And you have this amazing body of water, Easter Bay. That would be so cool to have like boats and jet skis going around there, where you were so close to the land. You can obviously see Red Country right there with some more farmlands, the Terra Robata Plains. You also have National San Fierro Park, which is kind of cool. So I like how that's got its own little isolated area. A little bit further to the right, we can see Las Venturas, which obviously would be downtown Las Vegas, consisting of Rockshore, Carson Hill, Red Sand West, Roca, Escalante, and Old Venturas. You've got the Las Venturas International Airport. You've got a bunch of different areas. Bone Country is there too. Lower Lake Windsor, you've got Route 69 that actually extends all the way from the original GTA 5 map. There's a lot going on here, which is really, really cool. Some smaller cities scattered out here. I mean, this map is incredible. And at the very bottom, you can sort of see the connection to the old GTA 5 map that has sort of Mount Gordo being expanded, as you can see right there, and that sort of is the connection. And then there's a connection in Polito Bay too, one that would take us to San Fierro and one that would take us to the San Fierro National Park. So that's... Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto video, we're going to be taking a look at this GTA trailer. Is it real or is it fake? Now, the reason I'm doing this is I kind of want to get on top of this before it really starts to spread like wildfire. So I kind of know when something's up when a lot of people start tweeting at me, and that's what happened today. I started getting a lot of tweets regarding this right here, which is Grand Theft Auto 4 10th Anniversary E3 trailer. I started getting questions like, is this real? People tweeted at me saying someone claims to have gotten fired by Rockstar, then leaked out the 10th anniversary trailer. So we're going to be taking a look at this right now. So why is this important? Well, right now, in a couple of months, Grand Theft Auto 4 is going to turn 10 years old. And we've talked about what Rockstar could potentially do for a 10-year anniversary of GTA 4. As far as map expansions, remastering games, there's been a lot of rumors, but so far, nothing has come from Rockstar. And then this video popped up, which was actually uploaded yesterday, at least when I'm making this video, February 16th, 2018. And the title is Grand Theft Auto 4 10th Anniversary E3 Trailer Official. And the description is, Big Brother over at Take-Two Interactive laid me off. I knew they were going to, so I copied as much as I could on my flash drive. More to come. So this is kind of interesting, but before I go any further, let me actually show you guys the trailer so you know what we're looking at here. So the trailer starts off with two flashing Rockstar logos, a yellow one and then a blue one for Rockstar Games and then Rockstar Studios in general. And then it says Rockstar Games at the top, flashing by, 10th anniversary at the bottom, and then it has a date, which is 6/12/2018. So 6/12/2018 is actually June 12th, 2018. That's actually a Tuesday. And what's actually very interesting, this is the first day of E3. Now under that you have the same Rockstar Games logos, the yellow one and the blue one, and then you have some like trademark and legal text from Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive. So that's it right there. That's the entire trailer. It doesn't show off anything or do really anything as far as gameplay goes. But let's talk about this. And I want to talk about why I'm skeptical. Number one, this is completely unlike Rockstar to do something like this. I mean, the style of trailer doesn't really match what they've done in the past, so to me, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. As far as the actual end screen it goes, why is the blue logo bigger than the yellow logo? Like, to me, that just seems really unprofessional, so that's like a big red flag right there. And then the date. The date is really interesting to me, too. If this is the official E3 trailer, why would they have the date?
It's my iPhone 6.
That's right. You can turn off the performance management feature.
Battery throttling.
Or you can just upgrade it.
Are y'all still there?
Galaxy S9. Available now.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. In today's Grand Theft Auto video, I'm going to be running you through about 30 vehicles that have special or unique features in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this vehicle is going to be pretty useful if you want to dive into some of the newer vehicles but might not sure really what they do at a moment's notice. This video might be useful for you. So let's jump into this. Number one, we have the Oppressor, which is the only rocket-powered bike in the game. But what's also unique is it has a glide mode too, which allows you to go much further than some of the other rocket-powered vehicles we're going to be talking about. So rocket-boosted and can glide. It's a pretty cool combination that allows you to do some really
bullshit
stuff in
That's
online.
what tryhards
Number
use.
two is the Vigilante. So aside from this being the Batmobile, this is a rocket-boosted car too. And on top of that, it also has really good stopping power, which means if you hit something in this vehicle, you're probably going to send it flying pretty far, which is really cool. Number three is the Rocket Voltic. So this is kind of ironic based off of the events that just occurred with SpaceX. The Voltic is based off of the Tesla Roadster, and it has a rocket thruster on the back. It's kind of the OG rocket. So Rocket Voltic, great option, can't go wrong with that.
The number 4 spot today, we have the Thruster, which is essentially the jetpack. This is something we've been waiting for since GTA San Andreas, which is obviously a long time ago.